Hello, my name's Hayley Brown and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this barbecue prep table. For a list on all the tools that you're going to need for this project, head down to the description below. First of all, we are going to make 3 identical frames and these are going to be 1 metre wide by 40 centimetres. So I'm going to mark this all out and get cutting. I'm just going to arrange them on the table so it's really nice and easy for me to screw them together. So all you want to do is you want to make a right angle, and then I'm going to take my screws and my combi drill, and this is to make a pilot hole so then the wood doesn't break out and we don't get any splits in it. That is the 3 frames made, and you can make this to any size that you want. So if you've got a piece of worktop left over or you've got a piece of wood that you want to use, just make it to whatever suits you. And now I'm going to cut the legs, which I'm going to do at 90 centimetres, and that's the average working height of a kitchen worktop. If you want it higher or lower, then feel free to change the measurements to whatever suits you. So for this, I'm going to be using this lovely chunky timber, and that's going to be really sturdy for our table. And that is the 4 legs attached, so that is the top there, and now I'm going to slide on one of our frames and I'm going to do it 250mm down so we've got a nice shelf to work on. To make sure this is all square, I'm going to measure down how low I want the shelf and mark it on my wood so then I can get it exactly in the right place. And if you're struggling to screw your table together because it's so wobbly, you can get one of your offcuts and prop it up. There you go. Now I've put the 2 frames on, we are going to do the 3rd. So I'm going to put that 5 centimetres up from the bottom, and that means when you put anything on that bottom shelf, it's not going to get sodden if it rains. And that is our frame built. So next I'm going to take some pallets, and I've broken those down, and I'm going to use these as slats, and it's the perfect way to recycle some wood. I'm just going to measure the inside of our frame to make sure that we cut our pallets to the right size. So that is 45 centimetres, which means that I can get 2 out of each slat from the pallet. Most pallets are 1.2 metres, but just double check what your size is. As I only need 90 centimetres from each pallet, it means that I can cut off the excess at the ends and get rid of the screw holes. I've roughly positioned all the slats in place, and then I'm going to use a packer. So this can be any offcut of wood, and you want 2 of them, so you can put one at the back and one at the front, and that will give you some even spacing. Next up, I'm going to do my pilot hole and then screw them in place. And now I'm going to add in some supports down the side here, and this is for our hinges to attach to. So I'm just going to measure up, and then I'm going to cut these to size with the circular saw. I've got the rest of the slats from the pallets, so in total this project has used 2 pallets and that's all you need. So now I'm going to make a simple frame, and this is going to be for our doors. So I'm going to be doing one at 50 centimetres and one at 45 centimetres, and I need 4 of those in total of each. And that is the frame made. So now I need to screw it all together. So I've laid it out, and all you need to do is make sure that all the joints are butt up to each other and everything's nice and square. Now the 2 frames are done, we are going to make some infills. So this is so then we've got a smooth surface that we can attach our pallets to and do it in a herringbone design. Now that we've got the frame made, I am going to be laying the pallets on top, and then we're going to cut them to size afterwards. So again, you want to grab a couple of packers, and this will ensure that you've got even spacing between all the boards. And that is the door almost finished. You may be thinking it looks a bit of a mess right now, but what we're going to do is turn it over and use our spirit level to make a straight line that matches the frame of the door. And then we're going to grab the jigsaw and cut off all that excess material. And that is the doors all done. They are looking absolutely fabulous, but now we just need to put the hinges on. So I always find it's easier to put the hinges on the door first and then position them on the frame and screw them in place. As the hinges land right in the middle of these 2 joints, I've made another infill piece here, and that means that we've got a level surface to work on. I've grabbed a couple of offcuts here and I'm using them as packers, and that's going to really help me stabilise the door. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the first screw in the top here and then make sure it's all level and sitting flat. And there we have it, it is all complete. So we've added the doors on the front and they are looking great. And then we've put this oak worktop on the top. So this was an offcut that I had lying around, so use whatever you want to use. And then all I'm going to do is screw in from underneath and fix this to the table. I cut a hole in the top of the worktop, and that was really easy to do by just using a large drill bit and the jigsaw to make your circle, and then that is perfect for dropping a bowl in, and then you can prepare your food and wash your hands afterwards. And that is the table all complete. We've finished it off with some handles and some hooks on the side for your utensils. So I really do hope that you've enjoyed this project, and please do subscribe to our channel for more projects.